Royal Heirlooms Unveiled, Princess Leonor blessed with priceless ancestral gifts. A palace hall. Silence. Tradition whispers through marble walls. Suddenly, an unveiling. Not gowns, not jewels, but priceless heirlooms. Objects carrying centuries of secrets. And Princess Leonor receives them in her hands. The blessing is not wealth. It is destiny. From the moment the caskets were opened, the room shifted. Every jewel, every relic carried a story. Some belonged to queens who held Spain together in moments of fracture. Some, to women who chose love over crown. And now, those same treasures are passed to Leonor, not as decoration, but as burden, as promise, as shield. What were these heirlooms? Why were they kept hidden until now? And why was Leonor chosen to receive them at this precise moment in her life? The first gift, a necklace of gold and emeralds, once worn by Isabella II. Heavy, not only in weight but in history. It reminded the young princess of a queen who reigned in turbulence, who fought to balance her throne with her heart. The necklace is not mere ornament. It is a command. To endure, to lead, to sacrifice when the nation demands it. But then, a second casket revealed something unexpected, a handwritten letter, preserved through generations. The ink faded, the parchment brittle, yet the words still alive. It was written by Queen Victoria Eugenie, Leonor's great-great-grandmother, sent before her exile. Her words warned of betrayal, of isolation, of the loneliness of queenship. And yet, in the same breath, she blessed her descendants with strength, telling them to embrace their roles, even when abandoned by allies. For Leonor, reading those words aloud was not ceremony. It was a message across time, reaching her heart at the moment she steps into adulthood, duty, and love. Why would the family choose now, before her marriage, before her coronation, to reveal such heirlooms? The answer lies not in celebration, but in preparation. A wedding joins families, but heirlooms join souls. They mark Leonor not only as Philippe's daughter, not only as Spain's princess, but as the living continuation of a dynasty that has survived wars, exiles, and revolutions. The most shocking gift, however, was small. A silver locket, nearly unnoticeable, containing a miniature portrait of a royal ancestor whose name remains whispered with caution. A queen who loved outside her station, whose choices nearly dismantled the monarchy. The locket carries with it a dual warning. Love, while powerful, can also shake the very foundation of a crown. Handing it to Leonor is both blessing and warning, an acknowledgement that her path with Prince Christian must balance love's fire with the icy weight of royal expectation. The family gathered around her as each heirloom was placed before her. Queen Letizia, her eyes reflecting both pride and fear, watched her daughter lift the treasures. King Felipe, stoic but moved, understood what few could. These were not just family relics. They were contracts. They bound Leonor to Spain in a way no crown alone could. But behind the jewels, behind the relics, lingered another question. Why did Christian's family, the Danish royals, allow Spain to make this moment so public, so symbolic? Some say it was strategy. That by blessing Leonor openly with ancestral gifts, Spain was sending a message. She may marry into Denmark's future king, but she remains the heart of Spain. Others whisper it was a compromise, a sign that both houses have already begun the silent negotiation of shared destiny. Each item raised curiosity after curiosity. The crown's future, the balance of power, the strength of Leonor's love, the resilience of her family. And as she held the final heirloom, a tiara reserved only for queens to be, the hall fell into silence once more. Not applause, not celebration, but reverence. For this was not just about objects of gold and silver. It was about blood, memory, sacrifice. About a young woman carrying centuries on her shoulders. And as Leonor bowed her head under the weight of her ancestors' blessings, the world realized this was not the unveiling of heirlooms. This was the unveiling of a queen in the making. Yet one question remains. Will these heirlooms, with all their warnings and blessings, guide her into a reign of unity, or will their burdens fracture the fragile path ahead? The answer will not be written in jewels. It will be written in history.